How you doing, family? My melanated people. I've been talking about this plan. Okay, so I have it here. I'm sorry I'm doing this late. I got a video thingy, but I'm still trying to learn how to use it. But for now, I'm just gonna lay out the plan and show it to you. I want our people to know that how attainable it is to really buy land. We can really do this, and it's really not as hard. It's really not as hard as we think. Like, and I'm about to break it down step by step on how to get property. Okay, so here we go. Um, okay, sorry about that. All right, so what you want to do is you want to start saving your money, and as you save your money, um, oh hi, okay, the I'm going over the plan, um, and the plan is for us to acquire land, and for us to grow from here, and become a community. Because if we're a community, then we can have our own stores and things like that. But first, we need to start with saving our money. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down how to buy land from beginning to end, all the way to the contract signing. Okay, so um, first you need to do is save some money. And see, this plan can work for people do that have a lot of money and people that don't. Like, for some of us, we're working minimum wage jobs. For some of us, we have a skill or something, and we actually can make a little bit more, but it depends on what you can afford. So I'm gonna show a plan for from the lowest to the highest, but all of it fits into the land thing. Okay, first save your money. And also when you get your income taxes, put that up as well. So every month, try to put $200 back, and then when your income tax money come, you can put that with it, or save as much as you can. It depends on really what your job is. Okay, so step one is saving your money. Step two is go get your local papers around. Get your local county papers. You know how we all got those local papers that are nowhere else, it's just for our county. Okay, go get your county paper, and then also get other county papers. And in those county papers, you're gonna find you're looking for owner finance. Okay, owner finance is someone who is selling their home. They're selling their not their home, but they're this is sale by the owner. Okay, so you're not going through the bank, because some of our credit isn't right and some of our credit is right. But for the people's credit that's not right, they can still get land. I mean, even if you got this plan could work for people with good credit, bad credit, no credit. It's for everybody. Okay, so step one, save your money. Step two, get your like I said, your local county papers and things like that, and also go into other counties and get their papers too, because you're looking for an owner that's selling without a bank. Okay, because the banks, they're not going to deal with you if you have bad credit or no credit. They're just not going to. Okay, so go small so the taxes and all that stuff will be less. So just try to go small, like 2 or 3 acres, or whatever you feel like. Go into it as a group. It can be you and three other people that want to buy some land, and y'all can go bigger than 2 or 3 acres. Okay. All right. Now, okay. So after that, um, call the owner and ask them how much they want for the down payment. Now, this is the part where it is. Some of them want a little bit, like, some of them probably want 40% of the down payment up front for the land. So for the people that just came in, I'm describing how to get land from front to end, from the first step to the last step, all the way to the contract signing. Okay, so ask them how much do they want for the down payment, and with that, okay, so if they go too high, tell them you can't afford that. Just tell them, and then you start, use your negotiating skills, work it out with them. So okay, so now if it's too high, then use negotiating skills. Okay, make them feel comfortable. The more comfortable they feel, the more they'll be more likely to want to get you a deal. Because some people actually not all people are bad. Some people really do want to help you. So if they know that you're just trying to build and do for you and your family, sometimes, especially these are owners that are selling their land themselves. You can go through the bank, but it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Okay. All right. So, and also ask them how much interest they want on it. Now, this is the part where the landowner gets to make a little bit of money because they are skipping the bank route. So this is where they get to make a little bit of money. So try to get the interest rate between 8 to 12%. Okay, 8 would be great, wouldn't it? Okay, and then also with 12, that means that the landowner, he wants some more money in his pocket, but it's worth it because you will be a homeowner at the end. Okay, get the full legal address of the land, but get the full legal address and the county that it's in. Go to go to that county's website and then look up property appraisal office. Okay, go to the property appraisal office. You want the zoning department there. Okay, because this is really important. You want the zoning department. Check to see if the property is on residential, agricultural, or just agricultural. Okay, if it's residential agricultural, that's normally around 2 or 3 acres, so they'll have that on there. But for larger acres, it might just have only agricultural on it. Now, agricultural is like you want animals on your land, right? You want your home, your land. You maybe want a garden. You want to stop eating the messed up food that they're giving us in this country. So you want to start raising your own animals and having your harvesting your own meat. All right. So hold up. Okay. So sorry. Okay. So now, but it has to have agricultural in there somewhere. So make sure that when you are checking out the address and the county that this is in, it has to have agriculture on there. Okay, so if you ever plan on doing anything with animals and stuff like that, you need that on there. Okay. Okay, let me see. Where was I? Okay, when you look up the zoning to have the agricultural, some or you are not Oh yeah, I already told you that. I'm sorry I wrote it down because I'm trying to be more organized because I'm getting ready to start making my videos better. Okay, make sure you check this out with your eyes because see, this is where the trust comes in at. And since the bank is out of it, people might think they can scam you a little bit. So make sure that you are checking this stuff out with your own eyes because they can tell you whatever they can tell you whatever they want to tell you. And once you buy the land and you locked in, you screwed. So please be real careful with that. Also, make sure the land is not in a flood zone, 100-year flood zone. If it's in a 100-year flood zone, that means that you're going to end up with some swampy, damp land, and you don't want that. You don't want swampy, damp land because then how is your animals? That's not going to be good for your animals. You don't want them sick. You want them healthy. You want dry land. So make sure you also look up the flood zone after you leave after you leave the property appraisal. Also make sure you look up the flood zone. That's really important. Okay. Now, and you don't want it to be within 100-year 100-year flood zone because that means that it's likely to rain a lot in that area and the water's going to go right to your land. This is the area it's going to sit in. Your land will be damp and you won't be happy. Your animals won't be happy, and you're not going to get good food for the winter, right? So that's the whole point, is us getting away from. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but I apologize. I'm not trying to be rude. We're trying to get away from the Edomites, right? We're trying to rebuild Wall Street, and we can do this. We can really do this. Okay. Okay. So now that you got your zoning right, you know about the residential agriculture and agriculture. You got the flood zone. You know, to avoid the hundred avoid the 100-year flood zone. Please do. That's not good. You want dry land. Okay. Okay, some land comes with a well on it. All right. Now, the lands that come with a well on it, this is great. That means there's water on your property. That means that you'll be less likely to get a Flint situation, because they starting to mess with our water. So you don't want them messing with our water. That's not going to work for us. We're trying to become independent here, but also as a community. And when you start building, somebody else might come too. You never know. Or do it as a group and have people come in. It's that's what's up right there. Make sure. Okay, so now make sure the land that you get is flat because make sure it's flat because you don't want land that's up on a hill, like most of it's a hill, because then you got to pay for somebody to come in and flatten it for you. And you want the whole point here is to save money, not to just waste money. Okay, and you want to and you start now small with just 2 or 3 acres. And an acre is like the size of a. I'm gonna share my screen in a minute. The acre is like hi, thank you. The oh, I didn't have it pushed up. Oh, thank you. The I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay. Okay, some land comes with a well already on it, and that's a plus for us because we don't trust people with our water anyway. All right, and then also some land already comes with the well, the septic a thing, and also power. And what that means is probably there was a trailer there before or a house that burned down, and it done been cleared out and everything, and that's good because that means you don't have to start from scratch. If not, then you're gonna have to look into how to get that set up on your land. Okay. And like I said, make sure you look for flat land. Okay, so also once you get through those steps, you done checked out the land. You need to hire a title company. Okay, a title company, they'll make sure that this person is really the actual owner of this property. It's not the person that it's their grandmother, but they have the right to do this and the right to do that on it because people like that is shady, and there could be there could be liens on this property, and you done jumped on this property and you start building, and you're doing really well. Then somebody comes out of nowhere and they're like, "Psych, nah, you did all that work, but it's for me now." So the shake hand thing, that's not really thing. Like, be nice because you want them to make a deal with you and stuff, but cover your butt. Please cover your butt. Okay, then you have to take them to court and then you have to sue them. Okay, because some of these people out there, they real shaky and they, I don't know. It's just not some people can see your good heart coming and they'll just snatch you down. So make sure you don't run into these people because there's a reason why they're willing to go without using the bank. So be real careful with that. Um, Oh yeah, the title company. The title company is the next step you need to do to check them out and to make sure there's no liens on it. They're just gonna check them out and that's it. After you let's go back over the points again because I really want to make sure that this is said all together because I kind of skipped through that too much. Okay, so step one was um, save your money. Step two was look in your local papers and also get the papers out of surrounding counties and stuff like that because this is where you're going to find the owner. This is where you're going to find look for owner financing, and that's the individual owners. They own their own land and they're willing to sell it, break it off in pieces or whatever. They're willing to sell some. Now in Oklahoma, where I'm at, we can get acres of land here for $1,800 to $2,000. That's really the actual price for them. That's what they're going for. But in some areas, if you want to come closer into the city, it's gonna get higher. It's going to get higher. So look for a person that's selling on their own. That's really good, and that can help you bypass the that can help you bypass the banks and all that. And also the other point that I made was zoning. Make sure that the land is residential, agricultural, or just plain agricultural. Agricultural by itself would be larger groups of land. So if you're buying it in a group, like 5, 10 of y'all getting land together, then yeah, it might just have only agricultural up there, and that's fine. But that means that you can put animals on your land though. Because if it don't say that, if it just say residential, then you can't put no animals on there. And see, that's how they get you. They get you with stuff like that. Okay, so um, okay, so that's the zoning. That's zoning part one. Because when you go to, oh yeah, I didn't name the place. When you go to, what is it called again? Because see, this is actually the plan that I'm doing now. Like, this is actually what I'm doing for myself, and I have a 3-year plan. That could possibly, I'm hoping to shorten it, but I'm being realistic. But this is actually a plan that I'm actually doing. And as I was doing this research, I came across some more stuff that actually helped me alter my plan as well. Um, I learned from others, and I love to share what I learned so that we can all grow. Okay, so property appraisal office. That's what I was saying. Once you find the land that you're looking for and you get the address of the county, go to the property appraisal office on that county's website. Then look up the zoning department, and then that's where you can see if that land is residential, agricultural, or just agricultural. Okay, so then once you go from there, now you done found out if the land is agriculture, that you can do what you want. And this also can work for people who just want to like start community gardens. You can get 1 acre and you can start helping people in different areas with fresh vegetables and stuff like that. Like we can actually help feed each other. Like kind of like the food program back in the day when the Black Panthers did it, stuff like that. Okay, so now that you got that zoning part figured out, go to the second part of the zoning, and that is actually the 100-year flood zone. You want to make sure that your home, the land you're buying is not in the 100-year flood zone, because this is bad. This is damp land. It's not going to stay dry for long. So whenever the rainy times come, the water's going to come to your land the most. So you don't want swampy land, especially when you're trying to have a garden and you're trying to raise animals and things like that, because that can make the animals sick, and that's not good. You want dry land so you can have happy, healthy animals, okay? Because we all want our own food, right? I know I do. I already eat organic as much as I possibly can, but I still don't trust them either. Okay, so now that you got the zoning part right, the flood zone part right, okay, now you're ready to call up the owner and meet them. Now you're ready to go look at the land. When you're looking at the land, look for a well, things like that. See what's actually on the property. Okay, make sure look for flat land. Look around, see if it's flat. Make sure it's not on a steep hill, things like that. Because then it's more work for you. You got to come and clear it out, all that. And also, okay, so if there's a well on the land, then that means there's water there as well. So if that means there's water there, and that's good. That's really good. But if it's not a well, remember, you can add that. This is going to be your land forever. This is yours. So you can always add to it later on. You can add your own well and stuff like that. Okay, so okay, and also some land already comes hooked up. I said this earlier, I'm just repeating it. Some land already comes hooked up, like with the well, the septic system, and the power. Because sometimes people buy land and they lose it because of taxes and stuff like that. So make sure you're good on that level. That's why starting small is good. You won't owe so much taxes. If you start big, then look how much you owe. If you start as a group, at least y'all can pay that tax together. Okay, so yeah, you want that system set up so they'll know where to build it. But if it's not, you can contact your local people and they'll come set it up. Okay, they'll come set up your power system and all that, and you'll see like the little poles sticking out the ground, and that's where you can buy your home. And next, I'm about to show I'm gonna show the plan I got to build my home. And it's really not fancy, but I'm also gonna show you two routes: the poor route and the rich route. I'm not super poor, but I'm nowhere near. I'm not comfortable either. I'm living on a budget like everybody else. So that's what I'm gonna show you real quick. Okay, so make that okay. So also make sure that the land is flat. I said that again too. Okay, so then title company. Please get a title company to research this person that you done found in these ads and selling you this land. Check his ass out, because he might it could be a lien on your property, and the lien on the property he about to sell you, and he ain't say nothing. So now you owe more, and now you in more trouble, because once you become the owner, you got to deal with everything with it. Or somebody can come and say, hey, because of this, this, and this, you have to sell it. You done did all this work for nothing, and you got. And some people out there is just waiting to get you. We know people out there that's dealing with real estate and all that, and they scamming people. So be careful. The land people is doing the same thing. So be careful with that, okay? So now you're ready to sign your contract. You done checked out, you done did all the zoning permits, you done got the title company, you feel insured, you know it's a legit deal, you ready to go in. Now, once you get your land, here, let me share my screen. And don't make fun of my home plan, okay? Because this is really my legit plan that I'm doing too. And I would love to see the family, like whoever this might fit, they can do it too as well. Hold up, let me do that. There we go. Okay, an acre of land is about the size of a football field. Now remember, you're going for 2 or 3 acres. So you're gonna have enough for your land, your home. I mean, I say land. I mean your home, your garden, and your animals and stuff. And if you want to, you got enough. You got enough to put a pond there or something if you want to. It all depends on how you want to set up your arrangement. Okay. Now, or you can just put like a couple of houses on it, and you can help more than one person. Because some of us we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to help each other, and I don't think we came to that realization yet that some of us are gonna need more help than others. But I know it. I know it because with my plan, I'm planning to. I'm planning it, but I'm planning to bring 3 or 4 people in with me, and I'm not asking for nothing. Okay, so this is our goal, right? We want houses, right? So we want to put houses on our land. Now I'm gonna show you the uppity people first, so y'all won't make fun of my plan. Okay, here go the uppity people. This is what they want, right? And this is attainable. Get you a contractor. Depends on where you are, if in your financial status. Get you a contractor and let them come hook you up. That's fine. And you can live in the nice neighborhoods and stuff like that if you got that kind of money. Because I don't know who's gonna come across this video. It might be a person that actually got some money. But for us that are trying to make it, this is my plan. Okay, can y'all see this? I think y'all can. I think y'all can. Okay, these little arch cabins look funny. But my brother's actually gonna start a business with these. Like I'm for real, for real. Like this is gonna. Well, we're gonna go into business together on some of this stuff. But I also like the deal so much. I want to keep it. I want to actually bring it in. Okay, so they got little small ones. Like maybe if you want to open up a spa area or something like that. These are ideas for stuff like that. But they got bigger ones, like this one right here. This is a 2 to 3 bedroom size right here. And I was gonna get mine bricked on the outside so it can look more like a house and a driveway that came outward. So that's what I was gonna do. Now they have the small ones that look really small, and I know it looks funny, but think once you get it bricked on the outside, you can make it look more like a house. This is the one that I like. It's a 24 by 32. Now let me show you what they build it and then they come in and they hook it up from the inside. Look, you can have a loft area right here. You can have a loft area stuff, the stairs to go up the top. Okay, it's a 2 or 3 bedroom. See, now this is what they do to the inside. Do y'all see this, family? This is what they do to the inside of it. And this is a 24 by 32 arch cabin interior. These are only $15,000 all the way through. It's $15,000. It is yours. They got some for as low as $5,000. It depends on your emergency. You might can only afford the land right now, and you might can only afford the little cabin or something, and that's fine because remember you got 3 acres. You can always go back and get that bigger one and put it on your land as well, and then you can move it to that one and give somebody else the opportunity to get on their feet, and they can have the smaller one you was just in. Now I love this with the trees. See, if you got like trees and stuff on your land, they'll work around it and keep that natural look in your house, and that's beautiful. See, you can get the balcony. They got different plans for how because they look weird on the outside. That's why I said brick it, get it bricked, and have it really looking good for you. See, look at the cabinets. You can see right into the living room. See, this is the stairs and stuff in there. I hope I'm not going too fast, but I know I'm a fast talker. Okay, so this is my plan right here because I can afford this. Like I can actually complete this in about 3 years. So I think this is gonna be good. And the name of this company, that does this, cause see how it look when they're just building it. It looks so tiny, don't it? See, look at that. You can get like you can get an addition added on to the back of it and all that. But remember, when you get done, brick it up so it look like a house. Like pay a company to come in and brick your stuff up. Okay. So they got smaller versions and things like that. It takes them 7 days to build this as well. You won't have to be in construction for months and months and months. A month? No, no, no. But they got smaller ones. They got bigger ones. This is the bigger one. You can get add-ons, additions. It's up to you. But it starts off at $5,000 and it goes up. Okay. All right. Now let me see here. This is Arch Cabins. Go to archcabins.com. Okay. Archcabins.com. So this is the cheap plan that I know I can do because I'm a CNA and I mean I make a decent amount of money, but I went and got a trade. So I make a decent amount of money, but it's not enough for this. You know what I mean? But some people, they got that money to buy the house and actually have a big house built, or a more of a foundation kind of house built. But for us that are just trying to, I just want to hand out more than one plan. That's all. That's all I want to do. And I think this is attainable. So in the beginning of the video, let me look at it. Let me stop sharing my screen for one real quick. Hold up. Is there anything else I'm missing? I'm not showing. Oh yeah, this was my example of what an acre looks like. Acre is about almost a football field, and you're gonna and remind you, you're getting 2 or 3 acres. So you can put more than one thing, or more than one home on there if you want to, or you can just spread it out and get your animals and your garden and all that stuff. Because I really am into vegetables and I love vegetables. Okay, and then let me see. Okay, so yeah, it's all good. And this is the, if you got a lot of money, this is great. But if you don't, let me show you this. I really like these cabin thingies, you guys. I really do. Like if oh, this is really cool to me. Okay, so but I want to. But some people, they see this and they're like, ew. No, okay, so let me go down to this, because I want you to see what it looks like when they're done. The finished product always look better. And you see that? Like you can see like the little window that's up there, and they have different sizes. You can get a bigger size. I think the biggest one I saw was like a 3 bedroom, 3 to 4 bedroom. See, and the kitchen is not that, it's not a huge, but the point is this don't cost no more than 15,000. Okay, I mean altogether 15,000. So, and I like it. I like how spacious it is and things like that. I like the stairs and the way they use the wood. This company is in Texas. That's what this company is. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing it now. Okay, so I stopped sharing. Okay, let me look. Okay, let me see. Hi. Hi. Yeah, I think I got in trouble for saying names in my last video, so I'm being careful not to say names anymore or show the chat on live. Thank you so much for being here. Um, so what do y'all think? Oh yeah, you said that's cheap. Yeah, you can pay that off in 2 years. Yeah. Well, I'm in Oklahoma. That's how much my land was. That's how much land, acres of land here. But that's why I was saying get the county papers and stuff, and because and look outside, like 10 miles outside of your area. That's where you're gonna find the cheaper land at, and we can actually build on this land. Like we can actually build our homes, our dreams, and also like the cheapest cabins were like $5,000. You can actually make a business if you got business ideas, and that's the way you want to go. You can actually use it. You can use those things for different things. But I was just gonna use it to put my home on it because that's my beginning start. And I'm hoping that somebody else might say, hey, I can do that. I can do that, especially people with bad credit. And they try to say you can't have nothing. And we always see that snag-a-tooth white person with one tooth in their mouth, but they sitting over there with that shotgun talking about they're a homeowner, and they are. They sitting over there with an acre of land and a trailer on it. But it's their stuff. It's their land. So we can do that too, but I'm hoping we do it as a group, and or at least somebody, like, because I know here they're starting a group thing here, but I want to see it everywhere, because after a while, as more houses come, then stores come, then schools come, then then different things come as it gets bigger and bigger, and then we will have Black Wall Street again. We'll have our own communities again. So I really hope this plan, um, I hope this plan, was worth listening to. If you have anything to add on to the plan, please put it in the comments or anything. Because if you know of something like where somebody's building something cheaper, oh, you say you need to move there, yeah. Texas is where the Arch Cabin place is. Look at archcabin.com. Texas is where the people that build these cabins are at, and they'll come to where you are and they'll build it in 7 days. It takes them like look it up. You can. It's all this stuff that I showed. Please look it up. Please look into it. When you're buying land, watch out for the snakes. Make sure you get all your zoning permits. Make sure that you hire a title agency to check out the owner to make sure there ain't no liens on it, to make sure the title is okay, and you're actually getting what you're buying. and there's no game to it, don't be afraid to do the research. The research I'm doing, I really wanted it. I want to share it so that, because when I get my land and stuff, I want neighbors, you know. So I've been telling everybody, even that I meet and talk to in the streets, I'm like, hey, look at this. I'll pull out my phone. I got snapshots of pictures and stuff. I'm pulling out my phone, showing stuff. So you know, it is what it is. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for listening, and thank you. I really do appreciate it. Have a nice day. Shalom.